Everybody, it's Victor. It's time another Eden run here. The Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Ha ha ha. No, it's not. It's the Isaac Victor Afterbirth Plus series here on day 3. Now, you may notice that the win streak is at -1 because I was playing on the save file on stream to get a couple more unlocks, and we were resetting some runs and stuff just for a couple challenges, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. But we are going to be playing Greed today, and maybe if this run goes a little bit too short, then maybe we'll do another run in particular. We did get Eden's Blessing on the last run that I don't think you all saw here anyway. Maybe we got Eden's Blessing on the last time, but we definitely got it on the stream, Twitch stream. Tango Romeo, Charlie Lima, Bravo 2, Victor November. We got Pause and we've got Ghost Baby, and also starting off with Cat Nine Tails, 3 HP. So a good start here. This is the old Cat of Nine Tails, so it's not quite as good as the new Cat of Nine Tails is, but it's okay. It's, you know, it's damage. Ghost Baby is, yep. And then Pause is certainly, it's certainly. Now, Pause with orbitals, especially the old school orbitals. Oh, baby, now you're talking. But we don't have any orbitals right now. We have Ghost Baby, and that's not an orbital. So now this obviously this predates having Greedier in the game. At least I don't. Maybe Greedier wasn't Afterbirth Plus. I really don't remember. All I know is that I got a Greed run earlier today on stream, on the Twitch stream, with Isaac, and I did get the missing one there. I think I'm missing all the other post-it notes that I'm missing for the characters are Hush, Delirium, and Greed, I believe. Could be wrong, because it's been a long time since I do unlocks and stuff. But I'm glad that people are jazzed about the Afterbirth Plus series. And, you know, depending on what the feedback is, and if trends still continue to go in the right direction, dude, I'm willing to say, you know, hey, let's give everyone a taste of the good old days of Isaac, because it is not lost upon me that there are probably many people out there who have only known Isaac from Repentance, and you only know the Repentance era of Isaac, like total, like you never even experienced any of the older expansions. So everything might seem or feel new, but I definitely feel like it's my responsibility to show you all, hey, look at what we used to have in Isaac, you know. Now, granted, Repentance and Repentance Plus are not it's not the worst thing to ever exist ever. It's just my least favorite by far era of Isaac. Although Repentance Plus obviously is making some good strides to try to bring it back. But you know, Repentance brought a record amount of people to Isaac, and there's many people out there who may not have ever experienced the older expansions. I don't know about Flush. Flush is kind of not great. I think we'll just take Pause here. No soul hearts that we can see. We can re-roll once. I did not mean to buy that. Gabinky, which is going to give us a Tears Up, which I will happily take. Our Tears rate is not too bad, seeing it's 7 right now. I don't know what that equates to for our Repentance stats, but I know that it's not bad. It looks like we have about a 4. Maybe 3.5, maybe 4 on the Tears rate. Fire rate over there. I just wanted to use Pause because I just wanted to feel alive. I almost got stuck there on that rock. I didn't even see it there. There we go. Down goes Dingle, and yeah, this doesn't really help us out, game. I will take Guppy's tail only because it gives us a Guppy item. That is the only reason why I'm doing this. And there's a tinted rock there, but we have no bombs, so... We got on last week's question of the episode, coming from the When You've Only Got One Chance episode. This one was sent in by Dex Devil X, who said, question of the episode, what is your favorite and least favorite things about Isaac? Could be anything or in general or in Repentance Plus specifically. My most favorite thing about Isaac is that it can be infinitely replayed. More than anything else about this game, you can stream it, you can play it for as long as you want to, and you will always get a different result every single time. It's brilliant design, and you know, for all the complaints I have about Repentance, Isaac is still the GOAT. I don't think that anyone is going to be able to really argue that fact. Just when it comes to roguelites, you know, Isaac is it's head and shoulders above the rest by far. In my opinion, anyway. Of course, I am a little bit biased, but hey, it's the game that that is me. That is my existence here on the internet. That punching bag is still very bad. It also actively causes problems for you in greed mode, so it's not worth it. But yeah, that's my favorite thing about Isaac is just in general is just that it's the greatest replayable game to have ever existed ever. You know, everyone knows the story and the lore and everything, but you don't have to know anything about Isaac to understand Isaac. If you know what a video game is, that is Isaac. What's a video game? You know, a video game, everyone, from a classic standpoint anyway, you would know it as you are the hero trying to either save yourself or the kingdom or something like that. There's a big evil boss person that you have to destroy, and then when you do, everyone, you win the game, right? You don't have to know the lore implications or anything like that. Don't be a nerd. And Isaac, it's just like soccer. Like, you don't have to know what an offsides is. You don't have to know, you know, if that was an illegal corner kick or anything like that, or what penalty kicks are or extra time. The only thing you need to know about soccer is that two teams on the field, you kick a ball, whichever team kicks the ball in the net the most wins, right? Same thing with Isaac. You don't have to know it, you have to know the ins and outs, you have to know the items, you have to know anything. That's what makes it so watchable and so streamable, is that it is a game. You are the good guy trying to beat the bad guys. The bad guys die, you win, game over, you win. Happy ending. For the player, anyway. You don't have to worry about lore here. Don't be a nerd. Gonna go in and buy the screw, because obviously gonna have some tier effectage. Tier effectage, which isn't even a word, but I'm coining that. A tier effect, in the plural sense of it being an effect, is now known as a tier effectage. Hopefully that doesn't mean something terrible in a different language that I'm not privy to. And what are some of my least favorite things about Isaac? The balancing. The balancing. I talked about it in depth with a friend of mine who knows Isaac but doesn't play Isaac. And, you know, he doesn't know like a lot about Isaac, but he just knows that it's a fun game to watch, right? And we were talking about Afterbirth Plus week, and how awesome it is to be able to show people what we used to have. And then he asked the very innocent question, is like, well, why are they even balancing a game like Isaac? It's single player. It's not like there's an ELO. It's not competitive. It's not PvP. So what's the point? And I said, exactly. Exactly. Finally, someone gets it. You know, I get dragged on Reddit for criticizing a lot of points on Isaac. But when it comes down to it, you know, Isaac is a game that people should be playing to have fun, in my opinion. And it goes back to that old saying that I was talking about the other day, which is like, you could nerf Brimstone, you could nerf us being able to withdraw from the donation machine, but why? Why though? Because there was at one point a very small group of people who said that Isaac was too breakable and too easy, so therefore it must be changed. That is my least favorite thing about this game. And I'll give you the example that I gave him. You know, a microcosm of Repentance, and I'm specifically talking about Repentance, not Repentance Plus, because Zombolis is doing a great job at undoing a lot of the anti-player stuff. There's still a long way to go, but hey, baby steps. The example that I gave my buddy was the donation machines. You know, donation machines. I'm pretty sure that there was literally no one in the world who plays this game casually or semi-casually or whatever, who thought that being able to withdraw infinitely, as long as you had a bomb from the donation machine of money that you yourself put in there to help you on future runs, I'm pretty sure no one in the world was like, you know what, this is a little bit too good. Being able to withdraw whenever we want to, as long as there's bombs involved, I don't think that that's right for the game. I think it's actually hurting the balance of the game. I'm almost going to guarantee you that there was no one in the world who felt that way. So then what happened? Then we lose the donation machine functionality. We can only say one bomb, one withdrawal. If you get less than what you need, well, too bad. It's like, but who asked for that change? Who needed that change in the game? Who needed to see a brimstone nerf? Who needed to see the orbital nerf? Like, you know, like that's the least favorite thing about that era of Isaac, the repentance era of Isaac, was just the backwards, in my opinion, backwards philosophy that the game needs to be harder. It needs to appeal to just the hardcore players, and the the cat. Whoa! Oh my God! Stutter! Holy crap! And the players that only streak or whatever. Like there's a big, in my opinion, majority of Isaac players that aren't on PC, that play on either mobile or console, that don't care about any of that. They just want to have fun. They want to unwind after work. They want to play a game that's fun and breakable and enjoyable. And I don't mind being vocal about that. People criticize me for it, and it's whatever. I'm going to have my opinions. You're not going to be able to tell me that I can't have an opinion. You may not agree with it, and that's cool. But I'll listen to your opinion as long as you respectfully listen to mine. It's all about respect, which is hard to come by these days, as you all know. But I digress. It's great to be able to show you all what we used to have. So those of you who only know Repentance, you can finally maybe look at these videos and be like, you know what? Why did they change that? Maybe I can finally get a little bit of a vindication in my gripes against a lot of the stuff that Repentance had offered, that it had introduced, had instigated. Because now you can see what we used to have and be like, yeah, why did they change the donation machine? That doesn't make any sense. Why was Dark Bum changed? It seemed relatively balanced to me, but I think the players should be rewarded with a good item that does good things consistently. What's wrong with that? Not like we're competing against each other or anything like that. I could go back and get that nickel, but I'd rather have the soul heart. Got ourselves a pretty good run here. We had Squeezy. Now we're already tiers capped at 5. But wouldn't mind getting another HP upgrade here. With Crack Jacks, I am going to go in the curse room this time. Maybe we'll get lucky, or maybe not. So we have the Afterbirth Plus version of the Head of Krampus, which is a 6-room cooldown, which makes it horrible. But it's better than Pause, because we have no orbitals. Now, I believe that this is the version of Krampus's head that also rotates randomly sometimes. And when it rotates, it's sometimes good, but sometimes bad, depending on what target you're trying to aim at. It's good when it rotates because obviously you can do a huge amount of AoE across the entire screen, right? Even hitting stuff that you can't see. But if you have a very static enemy that doesn't need to be rotated on, then it kind of sucks. And it's random, so you can't really control it. Okay, let's chill with these combined shots here. Taking way too much damage. Lump of coal would have been infinitely better in this situation, but we work with what we got. If you ask me, do I think that Isaac is in a good spot right now? I think that Repentance Plus has put the game in the best spot it's been since Afterbirth Plus. From a content standpoint, from a challenge standpoint, but not from a balance standpoint. I think that there's still a long way to go on that front. Is it the best version of the game that has ever existed? It's debatable. I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. I think that if we see something like a donation machine reverse and just a lot of the stuff that Repentance had introduced, that we can call it the experimental era of Isaac or whatever, but let's get back to having fun in the game. Having the blank card era, maybe that was a little bit too powerful. You know, the double Steam sale, you know, yeah, it's fun, but how rare, the thing is, like, how rare was it? You didn't get it every single run. You know, that kind of stuff, if that was removed from Isaac, from Repentance Plus, then I would say that, yeah, if we had the best of both worlds where we can mix Afterbirth Plus with Repentance Plus, it would be the ultimate version of Isaac, in my opinion. Skolak's got a whole freaking health bar to himself here. Yeah. I will take the HP upgrade from Crackjacks. I'll take the Cancer Trinket. We don't really need the 1-up upgrade here, but it's a half-price item, so it's an extra item. It's an extra HP upgrade, so we are moving. We want to take out the Polycephalosis first, if possible. You saw that Monstro 2 will help us out there. Now, this is the version of Monstro 2 that you could lock in attacks. You could just get him to go back and forth, and he never really deviates from that. But I'm so used to fighting him in Repentance that it doesn't really apply here. Devil Deal, and did we though? I've been noticing we've been getting a lot of crap Devil Deals lately. Even when I was doing those challenge runs, they've just not been good. They've been blank. They've been, yeah, no bueno. I get the relic is literally not going to do anything, so but we got it. Obviously, we're going to save the air room for the money on the ground. That's going to be a pretty big boost that we're going to need in Shoal. Another HP upgrade here. Would love to get some damage. Obviously, our tears rate is going to be very high because of the Cancer Trinket, and our DPS is very high. We're throwing out some fire right here, brother. Stop picking stuff up, you fool. Saw how fast those eye lasers were tracking, and that is one of the good things about Repentance was the nerf to those eye lasers. Super Wrath. The relic is actually paying out. I didn't know it went off of waves and greed. I learned something today. You can use the Era rune now because there's no more money coming. Yera. Although I probably should have looked for blank card first. Maybe I should have kept blank. Maybe I should have stayed the course and looked for blank card. That may have been a mistake. All right, 51 cents. We don't need any more HP. We do need a Yave. Gotta have a Yave. X-ray specs. Obviously, we do not need any more movement speed. This will give us spun, which sure. Skinny on Mushroom does not break the tears cap in Afterbirth Plus. It only lowers our damage at this point. Starter deck. Yeah, we can take starter deck. And we get a 2 of clubs, which would double our bombs, which are nothing right now. And Ansas, which also does nothing. Double Gish Curse of Darkness is kind of diabolical. Especially in Afterbirth Plus Curse of Darkness. That'll be our second Guppy item here, and also second Leviathan item, which I will take because of flying and spectral tears. The Haggler's Rune, which ain't gonna do diddly squat. Alright, so we know where the secret room is here. Power card. Chaos card. That's nice. That'll help us against Ultra Greed. Yeah, we don't need any more. Don't need any more tears up or shot speed here. See how long it took for the Horror Babylon thing to show up? Here, okay. Well, if we can maybe find blank card. Fire Mind is still doo-doo. Ooh, car battery. What are the odds that we're gonna find? What are the odds that we're going to find blank card though? Profit 1.5 soul hearts. I'll take that. Here we go. Relic did drop a soul heart, which is nice. So if we do end up using the arrow rune here without... I don't know if I'm going to dig for blank card or not. It would be fun to get an old school break, though. I'm talking old school break. Heard a nickel somewhere. There it is. Yeah, I'm just gonna use the arrow rune now, because I'm not gonna be able to dodge all these coins. Whoa, that's a lot of frails. Good luck keeping up with me, though. Our DPS is pumping. It's cooking right now. Lots of good money here from that Yarrow rune. Lots and lots and lots of good money. 72 cents. I will take 1 HP upgrade just so we have enough for the Devil Deal. Meat, it does give us damage, albeit not a lot, but... Again, I like to bring to your attention the fact that we can double tap on the Demon Judgments because of the way that the old iframes used to work. Which was glorious. Absolutely glorious. There we go. We'll get Death's List, which is going to be literally useless. I don't care about the soul hearts because we have some Victor Robes in here. Gives us a much needed damage upgrade, and we still need more, actually. I'll buy this only because it's half price. Oh, come on. The D-Twanky at this time, in this economy. A little bit of a slap in the face at the end there, but man, having a D-Twanky break, old school break, shoot. Well, it's not really going to matter because we do have a Chaos card here. There we go. Down goes Bozo. GB Bug has appeared in the basement. Bug. That was good. That was quite nice, quite enjoyable. So 25 minutes. We could probably do. Who else do we want to do a greed run on? It's gonna be a greed day today. Samson. Let's do Samson. Second run. 6-7. 6-7. Golf November. November. Bravo. Victor. Victor. Got my boy Samson. Now, because of the way that Bloody Lust works is that any damage we take is going to be permanent for the floor. So we're encouraged to take damage, but we don't want to take too much damage. I want to take a reasonable amount of damage, as in just going into the curse room and backing out, and that's that. Get Petrified Poop, which is a really odd drop here, but I'll take it. That'd be beneficial for us. And it is. Come on, Samson. Samson, one of the more popular characters, I would say, of Isaac. Just because it's like, you know, you get something, you at least get some value for getting hit, right? Isaac is a game you're going to get hit a lot in. By the way, I was doing challenges on Twitch for this save file, and the ironic thing is that I don't even know if they're going to save. Because I truly don't know where this save file was pulled from the cloud. I think it was restored from the Steam cloud anyway. And obviously this was a fully unlocked save file, and now it's not. So yeah. So I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know if I'm just doing all these unlocks for nothing, but you know, people have been wanting to see some unlocked stuff over the years, obviously, and without fully resetting the save file that we use for Repentance Plus. And starting from the very, very beginning, it is fun to go back and see the challenges because I've forgotten a lot of them. I did like Blue Bomber. Blue Bomber was fun. I did Speed, which was really annoying. And then XXXXXXXXXXXL. That one was pretty easy because we had a pretty overpowered build. But Blue Bomber, I thought that Blue Bomber had the was Dr. Fetus and Blue Baby. I knew it was Blue Baby, but no, it's Kamikaze. Kamikaze, Blue Baby, and there are no item rooms at all. Probably should have bought the HP upgrade first, but I'm hoping there's going to be something in here that we can use. And these butt bombs. Butt bombs are not great, but they do give us AoE. There's our secret room, and we can get 5 cents. Okay, so we can at least buy the HP upgrade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to intentionally take a little bit more damage in the curse room. Just a little bit. And then we can go buy this HP upgrade, which will heal us. I really hope we get Squeezy. Because Samson, that is one of Samson's downsides, that he does start with a pretty abysmal tears rate. But that's because he can scale so fast with power, with the way that Bloody Lust works. So we're going to need another 7 cents, which I don't think is possible. Look how worried little Gemini looks compared to that. Compare that one to the Repentance Gemini, who looks super angry. Gonna be 3 cents short. Also, there's poop or something in the next room, which obviously I can't use butt bombs against Dingle because it's actually going to heal him. Go see if there's 3 cents in this room here. Maybe, hopefully, dime, nickel, anything? No, of course not. All right, I'm banking on y'all. 3 cents is all we need, game. Holy moly, he's done it. With a cent to boot. So butt bombs ended up being a pretty big deal. Although it would have been lovely to have been able to have gotten Lump of Coal too. I'll take a Tears upgrade before I take Lump of Coal. Especially with Samson. And also Squeezy, of course, gives us the 2 soul hearts, which means that we're able to pick up a devil deal, hopefully, maybe. There we go. Easy peasy. And yep. Yep. Like I said, man, these devil deals have been cheeks. Sir Jam 4895 says your style of commentary is really helpful. Even back when I didn't know much about Isaac, I learned so much in the first few videos I saw because you highlighted things that would have taken me years to figure out myself. Even now, when I'm recognizing a lot of the same ideas being expressed, I can always re-examine them and glean a little more every day. Thank you, Sir Jam. Get the spoon. Oh, mama. The D20 in Greed. The real D20. The unnerfed D20 in Greed. With a Yara rune, brother, we're about to. Okay, things just got interesting here. Leprosy. Not great, but it's something. Mamma mia, this could get interesting here. Now we need to take the bare minimum enough to get the D20. So we don't even need the Yara rune anymore. Like, we don't have to worry about blank card with the D20. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to Yara whatever's on the ground, grab 10 cents or 9 cents now, and then the fun begins. But see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, just the air, the fact that we're just in Afterbirth Plus, it gives you the air of funness again. You know, I got a little bit more pep in my step. I'm excited to see what we can do with this. It's been so long since I played Afterbirth Plus. It feels new. It feels like a big, like, whoa, we had a huge update to Isaac. Wait a second, what happened? You know, that's how it's been feeling, and I'm loving it. Reinvigoration is the best word to describe what I'm feeling for Afterbirth Plus Theme Week, and I have the Mosh Pit to thank for it. So pat yourselves on the back, Mosh Pit, for making this happen. Good block there by Leprosy, and then we immediately take damage and lose our soul heart, but that's about to be a non-issue. Have the hiccups. Yeah, this is not a good fight for us. Just keep the coins there. No. Keep them over there. We use the air rune now, basically, because we're not getting any more money after this. Missed. Did I miss, though? Okay, I did, apparently. There we go. All right, we're gonna Yara. We're gonna grab 9 cents. And oh, baby, here we go. The D20, baby. How did that not hit that chat? Whatever. Okay, so there's no full charges yet. So we can't quite break the game yet until we get a full charge in the actual shop. Hierophant card is going to drop some more stuff on the ground. Lots of soul hearts. Ace of clubs, we do not want that. So now what we're doing is we're looking for a full charge in the shop. Necesito uno full chargeo. If we don't get one here, then we'll just get one on the next floor. It's gonna happen. However long it takes us to get their game is up to you, but it's gonna happen. Okay, so that's all the money that we're getting on this floor. Hookworm, you can just you can go ahead and go on get. I might hold on to the petrified poop though, just in case. You never know when you need some petrified poop. There's blank guard. All right, so we're not gonna be able to cash in on this floor, which is unfortunate because we had that Yarrow rune. But next floor though, next floor. Nothing goes to waste here. I remember we're gaining damage every time we hit with Samson thanks to the Bloody Lust. Gonna drop anything, buddy, or is this just gonna be cards? Okay. You could have just saved me the trouble and just said no. Using leprosy here. There we go. We get an angel deal. An angel deal? Yeah, give me Holy Grail. We get flying, it's fine. Ace of clubs, we can turn the rest of these into bombs. I'm gonna put the Hierophant card in here just in case we need the soul hearts. Turn these into bombas.
Ace of clubs.
Okay. So, just again, we're just looking for the D-Twanky. The D-Twanky getting a full charge, and it's all systems are go. I could have also bombed with the butt bombs to see if there's... or to do a little bit more rerolls, but we don't have enough money for a full charge even if we found one, so... Take one more HP upgrade, and then we're probably good until we get a double deal. What a run, though. Austin Skibe said, I actually stopped taking pills in Isaac because of sin. Got screwed over too many times, lol. More people are finally seeing the light. Finally get our first base damage upgrade here with Cat of Nine Tails again showing up. Obviously, I've not reset the executable since. I was gonna try for the secret room in case if it isn't here. It is. Yeah, we don't need more. We don't need more red hearts. Ooh, Cricket's body inside of Greed is nice. But we need to get a full charge in the shop for us to really start having some fun. I don't care about the HP loss too much because we have this Hierophant card. And remember, we are buffing our damage by doing this, so... Oh, the old orbitals, man. They're so good. You just don't even need items. Just give me an orbital or anything that produces an orbital and I'm happy. Now, of course, that's not to say that the D20 won't be able to spawn its own full charges, but all the same, we haven't done it yet. See the damage acceleration kick off whenever the orbitals get thrown into the mix there. Good damage. I really want Cricket's body, so I'm going to take it. This is a nice Tears upgrade. The splash damage is nice, of course. I'm going to tentatively grab a few coins here. Oh, Deadeye's so good too, man. Wow. Wow. That is a terrible reroll. Come on, game. Don't be like this. Don't deny us the joy of an old school break here. You don't want to be that guy. There's just nothing we can do. That sucks. We got 19 keys. Hang on now. It doesn't all suck yet. Okay, chill. Hey, game. Cool, but, like, you know, you give us an actual judgment. Oh, we don't have to worry about keys anymore, but... Okay, it's a funny game. I see we have jokes today, Afterbirth Plus. We got jokes. It's gonna happen. We're gonna get a god roll on the shop and get a full charge with the D20. It's gonna happen. Stigmata. Long time no see. Nice. We get Jesus Juice, which does give us a much needed range upgrade thanks to Cricket's body. And no full charge. You're gonna do a game, aren't you? You're gonna be that jerk. Trying to have a little bit of fun. Not asking for a lot. Wanted to give the mosh pit a good old classic greed mode break. It can still happen. We still have 2 floors left to go. Knockback from Cricket's body is bonkers right now. Again, I don't mind taking damage on Samson. I don't like taking damage, but I don't mind it on Samson. At least we're getting something out of it. Oh, that is some crazy work right there. I'm going to take Wire Coat Hanger just to give us a Tears upgrade. Then we'll roll with the D20, but maybe I should just cash this one in instead of rolling with it and just hope that we find a full charge. Well, hope that there's a reroll machine that we can get a full charge on. Monster 2 said hoof to that host. You actually freeze Monstro like that. Since he has no target to jump on, he kind of just gets confused and looks indignant about the situation for a little while until you move. All right, so I'm going to pick up wire coat hanger. And honestly, I think I am just going to take the money now. That way we have some reroll fodder on the next floor, assuming that there's a reroll machine. Ooh, double skull axe is annoying. I get some cheeky damage in there with leprosy. Good damage, look at that. That's the power of old school orbitals, baby. Who needs an item when you have an orbital? It's beautiful. I mean, yeah. Like, we're essentially paying 3 HP for one Devil Deal item, and that's not great. Maybe? Alright. Just give us what we want, game. Get the Halo again. Halo is going to also give us the Tears Up. We got Bombas. Yeah, we do have a reroll machine, but there's no full charge in here yet on the ground. Come on, game. I mean, the 9-volt technically is a full charge, but that's not what we want. Game. I know that you can hear me. Yes. Oh, and we get chaos too. Oh, mama. Oh, mama. You youngins, you're about to witness the power of an Afterbirth plus greed mode break. Old school style. I don't know what's up there. Hello? Oh. Very, very cute game. The tractor beam's huge with Cricket's body because it concentrates all the splash damage to a singular beam, which stacks and layers the damage into one big burst damage shot instead of it being spread out all over the place. Triple Wrath. I think it's Dark One. No, it's Adversary. Whatever. Okay. So we roll once. 2 of clubs we don't really want or need. 2 or 3 for Guppy. Oh, where are the premium coins at? Man. It's like the freaking Sahara in here. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Wow, that is shocking. Without having the without having Mom's key, it is a little tough, but usually not this tough to break the game with the D20 and full charge over here. Okay, there's a nickel finally. Also, game, you know you can roll into full charges, right? It's not just exclusively coins and crap. I did make a mistake there. I walked out of the room. remember the empty chests can also be re-rolled in Afterbirth Plus. 2 hearts does not help us in this situation. Flat penny is fine. I do like growth hormones. Make a damage upgrade. Okay, so we do get a nickel here. I guess stop doing that. Hairpin. No, we need. Yeah, there we go. We need premium coins. We get Steven, which is a big damage upgrade for us. Ah, there we go. See, now this is what I'm talking about. We want to accumulate on the ground. We don't want to be taking more than we need to off of the ground. Okay, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to buy a full charge so we don't lose the empty chests here. I don't care about the mimic chest, obviously. Okay, that's good. The premium coin here. Again, I'm going to just make sure that we have the empty chests to re-roll through. There we go. Would like to see here. Now, we also want things that drop other things, like a justice card and stuff like that. There we go. Okay. Got a dime now. Go back and don't lose those chests. Get Mr. Me, and we also get Cricket's freaking head, too. Wow. The Yarrow rune would be massive here. Fortunately, it's a Hagalaz rune. Lover's card drops more things on the ground. It's fine. We want empty chests. Okay. Again, keeping up the routine here. Slow accumulation leads to big things. I'll just. I'm hoping that we get like a reroll. Burnt penny. Now, burnt penny also creates things whenever we make things. Ideally, we could take the burnt penny, and every time we pick up a coin, it would drop a bomb. So we're not really removing something from the floor that much. That's another Hagalaz rune. We need premium coins, game. Premium coins. Infamy I'll take. There we go. That's part of the difficulty of doing this, is trying not to pick up crap off the ground. Get a golden bomb, which doesn't really matter. There we go. So notice how many more things that we're adding onto the ground here because we are going back and getting the chests and re-rolling them. Two spades doubles our keys. Don't really need it. We are 1 Yarrow rune away from this busting wide open. Golden key. Might as well take one of the golden keys anyway. Awaz we do not want. Okay, honestly, the safety scissors are not bad either because they make things out of things. We happen to spawn a troll bomb. What is this? The Gaz rune. We don't want the Gaz rune. I can't believe we have not seen a single full charge yet out of this. Gonna leave Abel, obviously. Yes, we do get a Perthra rune, which is what I'm looking for. Okay, now it's starting to pile up here. Counterfeit penny is huge. Huge. Lucky penny up here. Okay. We're getting there. Starting to get more and more crowded here. No. No. No.
Two of spades.
Where did my counterfeit penny go? There it is. Okay, we don't need two Bob's brains. We definitely don't want. We do not want store credit because that would remove the pedestal for us. For the full charge. The full charge is what makes all this happen. I missed opening a chest, but oh well. 63 cents now. Ooh, diamonds. There we go. Now we can be a little bit more frugal with our movement. We get two diamonds. AWAS. We don't want Tammy's head. Thank you. Hierophant. We did get two diamonds. Okay. Now we're on. We get Chaos. School bag. We get Guppy from Chaos. Holy. Use the two of diamonds now. We didn't quite use it correctly, but that's fine. Oh, we get a Chaos card anyway. Game, no matter how much you try, you're not going to make Abel happen here. I thought we had another two of diamonds. There it is. Yeah, we had one. That's an Ansa's rune. Which, needless to say, we do not need. Curved horns, nice. Now the world is just our oyster here. We can do whatever we want now. But since we got a chaos card, probably no reason to keep going. But you can see what we used to have here. How easy it was for us to get a broken run in greed. You just needed the D20, and then the next thing you knew, you're off to the races. So, fine, I'll take stupid Abel just so you get off my back about it, game. The shovel. Get 9 lives, which, sure.
2 of diamonds.
Because it doesn't really matter because we have the chaos card. Buddy in a box has appeared in the basement. The secrets. We're one away from the bookworm, which is also fantastic with new pill. It's fantastic with tractor beam. Oh my goodness, proptosis too. Look at this. No. Credit card if we really needed to, which we don't. So anyway, what a run. You guys got to see a True Blue broken Afterbirth Plus greed run. And man, look what they took from us. Look what they took from us. Look what they did to our boy. Our precious, precious boy. He's opening up everything here. Guppy's paw. Just chaos is just delivering here. And it just goes on and on and on. Oh my gosh. You see the size of that tier? Look at that. We don't even need the chaos card. I mean, I'm going to use... well, no, actually, you know what? I'm not going to use it. We still have another floor to go. But I don't think we're going to need to do that. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. You get the idea. We are breakfasting, and that is fine. I accidentally left the D20 back behind, but oh well. It does not matter. We are going to one-shot everything in this run. There is nothing that is going to be able to survive a hit from this. Unless if it's a host. Rotten Penny has appeared in base. We're getting all kinds of unlocks. That's just instant deletion, especially when we get close up with Proptosis. Oh my gosh. There was an HP bar and then there wasn't. You should have just stayed in the ground. Dude, I don't know what's going on with these devil deals. But it doesn't matter though, because we are on fire in Afterbirth Plus. And let me know if you'd like to see challenges as well. That might be something that you all might find interesting here, seeing the old school challenges. Post them in the comments. Leave a comment down below. If you just want to say hi or ask a question of the episode or whatever, however you're feeling about Afterbirth Plus. I should have went back and gotten that money, but oh well. We do have unlocks to do on this save file. Although again, I don't know if any of these actually matter, because it may all revert when we go back to Repentance. So hopefully not, but we'll see. So thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you click the like button and leave a comment down below. It's the best way to support my channel. And hopefully you're having a ton of fun here watching these old school Afterbirth Plus runs as much as I am enjoying giving it to you all here. Have a great day or night, depending on where you're watching this from. And thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and hyping this video. Here's your meme of the day. We actually have a meme of the day brought to you by Llama Drama on the Invictus subreddit. And this one is a kind of a mystery. Title of the thread was XL Curse in the Alt Path? Question mark. And yeah, in the thread they said, I thought it was impossible to get an XL Curse in Alt Path, but apparently not. I'm in the mirror room in the screenshot. I just got knife piece number 1. That is definitely an XL room inside of Alt Path. So everyone who likes to preach that, oh, you got to go Alt Path to avoid the Curse the XLs. You sure about that? You sure about that? Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a great day. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Bradley Schoenheid, FlameGod310, and Matthew. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.